it gives the faculty great pleasure to host the 2022 Dean's Honours Awards, albeit virtual yet again. I do believe that we will soon be starting to host events such as these face-to-face. Nonetheless, it is a privilege and blessing to be able to acknowledge the hard work, sacrifice, and determination of our students, and let's not forget their significant others. Upon thinking about what my focus for this year's event would be, I realized that there was a consistent word in my addresses over these past years. This word is resilience. Resilience is probably the word that I've used the most in my virtual addresses to students, staff, and my colleagues in the leadership team, who have all played such an important role in keeping our academic year going in this time of the pandemic. When I searched for the meaning of the word resilience, a number of synonyms and descriptions came up. Flexibility, pliability, strength, toughness, adaptability were among the words that described resilience. The one description that struck me the most was, and I quote, "the capacity to recover quickly from difficulties," closed quotes. Thinking about my use of the word within this context over these past 2 years of the pandemic, I realized that I used the word in different stages or times of the pandemic, to either remind myself of my own capacity or to encourage capacity towards the end. That awareness that this season too shall pass. When we first went into lockdown, I used the word resilience to refer to what was needed for us to get through one of the most traumatic and anxiety-ridden times of our lives. As scientists started to develop more insights into and gain knowledge of the COVID-19 virus, my context for using the word resilience also started to change. I started to use the word to describe resilience as an attribute that helped us to push forward and at the same time give our best, because there was light at the end of the tunnel. As more and more of us got vaccinated and knowledge of the virus increased, we became more comfortable to the stage where our economy is now fully open, people have returned to work, started to socialize more freely, numbers of those succumbing to the virus have decreased substantially, and we are starting to have conversations and to plan for a post-COVID recovery period. In this stage of the pandemic, I would like to use the word resilience to remind you of how this attribute has carried you through the past 2 academic years. How you've tapped into your measure of resilience to push forward while giving your best. How you've kept your eye on the prize, that qualification, that degree that will enable your access into the world of work. A world that has been changed dramatically by the pandemic, but a world that still remains so much the same, where the problems of poverty, inequality, and unemployment continue to illuminate the chasm between those who have and those who have much less. Soon you will be entering the world of work. Apply the knowledge that you've accumulated in your time at our beautiful university. Tap into your resilience and impact the social, economic, political, through the technological, to make South Africa and our world a better place for all. To all of our recipients, a very big congratulations. May God continue to bless your lives.
Professor Edward Kieswetter, Commissioner of SARS, Prof Michelle Esau, Dean of the Faculty of Economic and Management Sciences, my colleagues in the EMS faculty, the students of the EMS faculty, especially those being honored tonight, your friends and your family that might be watching virtually with you, good evening. It is my great honor to join you at the Dean of the Faculty of Economic and Management Sciences Honours Awards and to share the virtual stage with a UWC alumnus, Professor Edward Kieswetter, the Commissioner of SARS. Congratulations to all the students who will be receiving their awards today, because this is an acknowledgement of your hard work and your determination to stay the course. Well done to all of you. It would be amiss of me not to mention the context in which you received your awards tonight, because you have remained committed to giving your very best during difficult and challenging times. Our individual COVID-19 journeys have not been the same, as we've all had unique obstacles to overcome. Some of us might have been ill, others might have had to care for loved ones, while others still might have lost loved ones and friends to the virus. We mourn for all that we have lost. This is not just dealing with COVID-19 as an illness. The pandemic permeated every aspect of our lives for the best part of 2 years, an occurrence that is unique in modern history. Some of you might have experienced deprivation, and I'm sure that some of you might have wanted to throw in the towel somewhere along the line, but you didn't. And here you are today, reaping the rewards of your dedication. As I thought about today's event and wondered what I could share with you, I thought about the indomitable spirit that lives within humanity. We face challenges, hardships, and circumstances that might bring us to our knees, but somehow we get up again and we keep going. This is what you have done. You kept going through all the hurdles that have come your way. I salute you for your efforts, and I wish you all of the best, whether you are continuing your studies or have joined the world of work. It is in our nature as human beings to care about and to be concerned about those who are not coping and struggling with their studies. At times, it might appear that we are overly concerned with those that struggle, and that we do not acknowledge hard work and achievements. Occasions like these, therefore, is an opportunity to boldly state that we value excellence and achievements as an institution. Finally, Professor Kieswetter, thank you for speaking to our students. I'm sure they will find inspiration in what you will be sharing with them. As a university community, we are very proud of what you have achieved. Thank you.
Good evening, Dean of the Faculty of Economic and Management Sciences, Professor Michelle Esau, together with the senior executives and academic staff of your team and other university officials, and especially those whom we honor tonight through the Honours Award, the Dean's Honours Award. It is my absolute privilege and pleasure to join you this evening and to share in this recognition, in this moment where you are singled out as an exceptional and deserving scholar. Let me ask you, how many times have you felt like giving up? How many times have you felt a sense of helplessness, hopelessness, or even despair? If you, like me, have lived a normal life, I'd venture to say that most, if not all of you, have had such a moment, at least once. In fact, one or the other of you may have such a moment right now. Why then, I ask, are you still here? Why have you not given in? Why have you not given up? This is exactly the question Viktor Frankl asked as he observed the tremendous and indescribable suffering of his fellow prisoners by Nazi officers in the concentration camps. Over a period of 3 years and 4 prison camps, he lost his own father, his mother, and his brother, who were brutally murdered, and eventually his own wife died after contracting typhus due to working in trenches under these inhumane conditions. He himself had to endure tremendous suffering, so why did he not give up or give in? Well, Frankl believed that suffering in and of itself is meaningless. It is we who give our suffering meaning by the way in which we respond to it. While struggling to survive in the Nazi camp, drawing from his own experiences, his training as a psychiatrist, and observations in the camp, Viktor Frankl concluded that it is through a search for the meaning of life that individuals can endure and overcome suffering. For Frankl, meaning came from 3 possible sources: purposeful work, love, and courage in the face of difficulty. Much closer to home, our own beloved Tata Madiba, during the Rivonia trial, shared the historic words, "During my lifetime, I have dedicated myself to the struggle of African people. I have fought against white domination. I have fought against black domination. I have cherished the ideal of a democratic and free society in which all persons live together in harmony and with equal opportunities. It is an ideal which I hope to live for and to achieve, but if needs be, it is an ideal for which I am prepared to die." Over 27 years of incarceration, and whilst enduring great hardship and pain and separation from loved ones, he remained dignified, resolute, and never gave up on this ideal, neither his willingness to make the ultimate sacrifice. Now let me talk about the context of my own work. As far as the degree of sacrifice, mine pales into insignificance compared to the indescribable conditions under which Frankl did his defining work. Neither can it be compared in any way to the lifelong sacrifice endured by Tata Madiba. But in many ways, my work is thankless. I take abuse all the time. One's own family and loved ones pay a heavy price. The conditions within which the work is done is far from ideal. So when I become frustrated and tired about the context within which I do my work and lead the work of SARS, the examples of Frankl and Madiba and many others strengthen my own resolve not to give up or to give in. I am often asked directly, what difference do you think you can make in a society where there is so much corruption? Corruption that is often sponsored by a senior government official or a political elite. Why do you collect taxes and then hand it over to be wasted through corrupt procurement processes, poor execution, or wastage? Let me say, I understand the level of disgust and despair. I understand that in many ways, for just cause, people's confidence in government is low. The material conditions of the most vulnerable in society largely unchanged. Youth unemployment is a ticking time bomb. Inequality has widened. Poverty remains prevalent. The social contract between the state and its citizens in many ways is broken. So why do I do what I do? Firstly, I remain inspired by the life and works of the Mandelas, the Tambos, the Sisulus, and my own dear Uncle Kathy, Ahmed Katrada, with whom I've had the inordinate privilege to work. I remain resolute in the pursuit of the SARS mandate. I remain inspired by the promise of our democracy, the indescribable sacrifices of many. I draw my resilience from the ideals expressed in the preamble of our Constitution to heal the divisions of the past and to improve the quality of life for all citizens. I look past the circumstances that threaten to discourage, detract, or to derail me. When we become discouraged, we draw inspiration, knowing that our work is transformative. We see the face of an old gogo who would be destitute without the monthly social pension from the work we do. We see a young single mother able to keep her children from starving, a young boy or girl able to go a safe school, an equipped school from the work we do, a frontline health worker able to bring healing and comfort to many. This is what keeps us resilient when times are tough. And in the words of Madiba, the greatest glory in living is not in falling, but in rising every time we fall. As far as we know, human beings are the only creatures that are able to ask the hard questions. Questions such as, who am I? Why am I here? Having a sense of how you respond to these questions will become a source of your own inner strength and resilience when everything else seems to fail around you. So who am I? What do I stand for? If you don't stand for anything, you will fall for everything. You are not your degree, your position or profession in life, your material possessions, the identity in your passport. Those are only the stuff that you have accumulated along the way. Be clear where you stand. What you stand for in life is more important than where you stand in life. Clarity of where you stand on the substantive aspects will help you persevere when you have to face adversity. So who are you? Well, you are a unique living being, an eternal source of indestructible life, briefly having a human experience. That experience has allowed you to manifest as a son, as a daughter, as a scholar, as a mother, as a father, as a significant partner. You're a unique individual characterized by innate love and the infinite potential to be kind and compassionate. Be the best version of yourself. As a university graduate, you belong to a privileged few. You are 7 out of 100 people in the world with a degree or a college certificate. In fact, in South Africa, you are 6 out of 10 with a university degree. You are indeed part of a privileged few. And let me remind you, out of the good book, to whom much is given, much will be required. And that brings me to the second question. Why am I here? What is my purpose? What is the difference that you want to make in the world? Frankl often refers to the words of Friedrich Nietzsche. He who has a why to live for can bear almost anyhow. Mandela was clear what difference he wanted to make. He knew the ideals for which he lived for and was prepared to die for. From a young age, I have had the blessing, the privilege to have clarity of purpose of my own life. I am clear. I am here to be a blessing. I am here to find ways to make positive impact on the lives of my fellow travelers and hopefully leave the world a slightly better place than the one that we found. Now that you have been successful in your own academic pursuit, even more importantly, this evening recognized by the Dean through this award as an outstanding scholar, be absolutely clear when you answer the question, who am I and why am I here? Your talent and the opportunity of learning is a gift of the universe to you. What you will do with this is your gift to the universe. Thank you for the opportunity, and I wish you well into your future endeavors. And I hope to see your names lighting up the sky in South Africa and the sky in the world. Thank you.
Fellow South Africans, I'm addressing you.
All your years of paying tax, you still wonder, why does it matter?
It is true that we are facing a great emergency.
It matters now more than ever. It matters to those who are exposed to harm to keep us away from it. The ones that leave behind all that they love. Your tax matters to them. Those who spend endless hours standing on their feet to care for others. It matters to those who are always at the heart of any crisis and our future generations. It matters to those who put so much love into giving selflessly to each and every family living on the breadline. It matters to all of us. To all taxpayers, pay your fair share. Do it for your nation. Your tax matters.
Hi everyone. This is so unexpected, but I'm really happy. Yeah, I'm just honored and grateful.
It is very hard for me to put this feeling into words. Nevertheless, I am very glad to receive a Dean's Honours Award. This is such an important and momentous occasion in my life. I am deeply honoured by my lecturers, such as Ms. Quesada and Mr. George, just to name a few, my tutors, as well as the institution, for the recognition of my academics. This award will always be dear to me. It will always be a reminder of the hard work that I have put into my academics. Moreover, this award will only motivate me to achieve more success in the future.
Making it onto the Dean's List for the third consecutive year is a truly humbling experience, and I feel very privileged to be achieving this award once again. Obtaining a degree throughout the pandemic is not an easy task, and it would not have been possible without the support from the EMS faculty staff, family, and friends. Therefore, I just want to take this opportunity to thank everybody for their support to myself as well as my peers in helping us to obtain our goals. This goes to show that with a good support system, hard work and consistency, you can achieve what you want to achieve. Thank you.
I'm extremely honored and earnestly grateful to be receiving this award from this wonderful institution. Challenges encountered are plentiful each day, but with each challenges comes strength and resilience. This award will always be a reminder to me that hard work accompanied by passion are good determinants of success. I need to extend a heartfelt thank you to the EMS lecturers and the staff for their constant support and upliftments. On a last note, may all the students in the EMS faculty grow from strength to strength, reach their goals, and claim their success. Thank you very much.
I'm extremely honored and grateful to be a recipient of this award. I would like to say thank you to the university staff, to students, to friends and family for their support and guidance throughout my academic journey. This award encourages us as students to work hard, to put in the time and effort, and for the university to recognize that effort is truly motivating. Thank you so much.
Good evening, Dean Esau, the EMS faculty and fellow students. Thank you to the Dean and the EMS faculty for giving me this recognition. I am extremely humbled and honored to be receiving this award. Thank you to my family, my extended support system for all the efforts and inputs throughout my university journey that has led me to this moment. This award is proof that through hard work and consistency, you truly can achieve anything you set your mind to. For me, being on the Dean's List will aid as a constant motivation for all future years. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Janine. Achieving this award is such an honor and a privilege. I think it's been a challenging 2 years, especially starting off with block weeks and having to switch due to the hard lockdown to online lectures. Completing the degree was quite challenging, but I'm ever so grateful to achieve this award and to actually have this amazing achievement for this master's degree in logistics. So thank you.
evening, dear students, parents, staff, and our honoured guests, Mr. Edward Kieswetter, our Vice-Chancellor, Professor Tyrone Pretorius, and our Dean, Michelle Esau. I have the privilege of giving a vote of thanks this evening. And I'm glad to be able to do that because there is so many people behind the scenes that make these events possible. And it's a privilege to be able to show a little bit of gratitude to all the hard work that you put in. Firstly, thank you to our keynote address, Mr. Edward Kieswetter. Now, we know you're a very busy man. You're busy running our taxes and keeping the flag flying high in South Africa so that we can all afford to go to university. And so taking time out to spend time to talk to our students is really an honor for us and one that we deeply appreciate. And thank you for your very inspiring words as well. And then, of course, to our Vice-Chancellor and our Dean, thank you for everything that you do to put teaching and learning center and give it a role of importance in our students' experience. Running a university is no easy task, and there are a lot of behind-the-scenes administration and meetings and decisions that have to be made, but student success is always front and center, and our faculty is very well supported through everything that our university does to ensure we can help our students have the best opportunities for them to be able to learn and for them to be able to succeed. And then thank you very much to all of the admin staff that we never really get to see, to the faculty office, who's led by our wonderful faculty manager, Wasim Rinquest. And I must just say, Wasim has won Faculty Manager of the Year award this year, so we're very, very proud of him. Thank you to you and your team for helping these events and all the processes that go behind these events, as well as all the capturing of things like student marks so that students can actually get all these grades uploaded and we can see them succeed in an event like this. And to the Dean's Office, Shanaz van der Skeef, and your wonderful team, thank you for making this all happen as well and for everything that you all do. And then last, but certainly not least, to our wonderful students and to those behind the students who have helped them succeed, to their parents, their guardians, and to all the academic staff as well. And in that group, I also include our amazing tutors and our graduate assistants. Your success is something that you must feel incredibly proud about. And also know that for us behind the scenes here, the staff who teach you, and for the tutors who help guide you, for your parents and your guardians who've supported you, it is a real blessing to be able to see you fly so high and to know that you won't just stop here, that you will take the success you've achieved at UWC and in our faculty, and you will carry it out into the world, in the workplace, or in your own jobs that you may start, your own businesses one day you may run. And that we are very grateful to have had a little bit of a part in helping you succeed and move forward in the way you have. So the final vote of thanks goes to those wonderful students who set the example of what achievement can look like and what success means for others who may follow your path. Thank you.